Are they black and gold also?
Welcome to High Score Sports Network. This is Jonathan Owen, Rob Inman, Lee Riley. We're at Santa Fe High School. Beautiful sunny day. We are about 6 minutes from first pitch, so we're just trying to get everything tested out. So we're going to run a few ads for the next 6 minutes, and then we'll be back ready to go.
What a beautiful day. Hello, everybody. Santa Fe High School Lady Panthers on the road today. We're just a few minutes from first pitch as Coach Tiller and Santa Fe Lady Wildcats coach getting their instruction from our home plate umpire. Jonathan Owen, Rob Emmett, and Lee Riley here to call action today. What a beautiful day the Lord hath made, boys. It's going to be a good one for softball.
Yeah, pretty day. You want to go through Santa Fe's lineup first, or
Sure.
Do you have it?
I do have it. Santa Fe will bring to the plate left fielder Paitley Craig. At shortstop, Kendall Massey. Catcher, Harper Fitzgerald. Third baseman, Paige Brady. Center fielder, Chloe Borgia. Abigail Kittle will be at first. Ellie Gum will be the pitcher, and Lily McElhaney will play second, and Autumn Crunk will be the right fielder.
Well, Lewis County.
And we will hit first, Coach.
Yeah, we'll be starting out with second baseman Taya Tiller, number 15. Number 13, C.J. Tanner, senior center fielder. Number 7, Michaela Dotson, junior, be playing shortstop. Number 27, Braylee Carroll, a junior, will be pitching. Number 62, Jalen Bogg, sophomore, will be catching. Number 23, Sophie Stutz, senior, will be playing first base. Number 14, Kinley Keltner, senior, be playing third base. Number 2, Cabry Atkins, a junior, will be playing right field. And number 11, Olivia Smith, senior, will be playing left field.
Play ball.
Play ball, she said. Yes, ma'am. We're ready to play some softball.
Rock, you got an extra pen?
Yeah.
My wife will let
You
me
got
down. She usually brings pencils for
I
me.
hear that. I got one ink pen,
Okay, well, we'll get.
and we're writing this down for Carolina. We called it off there, but that way it's a little easier for us to read.
Let's see where we're at.
Ellie Gum will be the pitcher for Santa Fe. We played them last week, Coach, and it had a fair game.
Oh yeah, and that
We got-
what's the name of the catcher? She's number 8, I think. No, 18.
Yeah,
I remember. She's a real gritty player. Does a good job behind the plate,
Harper Fitzgerald.
and she's aggressive at the plate.
Just a little.
Which right now. Is that going to be the tracking camera?
Well, we weren't going to track with it. We were just going to let it be the long shot.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, I think so.
All right. First to the plate for Lady Panthers will be number 15, Taya Tiller. She's batting lefty this first at bat. First pitch taken high for ball 1. And Taya's specialty is speed.
Speed, and speed. Wheels, baby. We talk about this every time Taya comes to plate, I think, but she puts so much pressure on the defense
2-0's count.
just from that speed perspective. But then if she gets on base, it's such a pace setter for us. Ball high.
Third
3.
ball.
Yeah.
3-0.
She's high.
Tiller draws a walk. That'll bring up senior, number 13, CJ Tanner. First at bat the other night, she led off with a 2-run home run.
With a bomb. With a bomb.
Hits one hard to third. She's going to second. Gets the force at second, but not in time to turn the double play. So we end up with 1 out. and Tanner at first now. And that'll bring up number 7, Kayla Dotson. She fouls one off the plate or her foot or something.
Tanner will make her way back to first on the foul ball. Tanner hits into a fielder's choice. Field man first base. Okay, the Dotson will be your hitter. She'll be hitting with a strike. 1 out.
Pitch low, ball 1.
I believe the count's 1-1 in, Coach. At least she fouled that first one.
Yeah, it should be 1-1.
Ball 2 in the dirt. Tanner's headed to second. Dotson looking to do a little damage. Ball in the dirt. She takes ball 3 down at her ankles.
Should be 3-1's count.
Gum is the pitcher for Santa Fe. 3-1 to count to Dotson. Hitting with an out and a runner at second. Up a little, but he calls it a strike.
That'll bring us to a full count.
Full count to Michaela. Hitting with a runner in scoring position. Looking to do a little damage here. Get us on the board early. Foul ball. You know, the last game we played with Santa Fe got out of hand a little bit. I think when you come into those games, you don't want to be overzealous at the plate. Sometimes you get too aggressive and open the zone up too much. Full count to Michaela.
Hit hard.
Long foul ball. That ball didn't sound good off the stick. That little tink to it. She must have got.
I think she got down on her hand a little bit.
Must have.
Maybe. Pitch inside.
We'll do the full count again. Man, another smoke shot.
Pulled foul. Third base line.
I'd say she's seeing it fine.
That's one thing Coach Taylor and I talked about this week was a few of our hitters fresh in the season. Once they start letting that ball get a little deeper, and those will start turning into base hits and
Sure.
probably home runs. Pitches up for
That's a good at bat.
ball number 4.
Dotson draws a walk. That's a good at bat. Couple foul balls.
That'll bring up number 27, Carol Jr., our pitcher.
Clean up, man. Get something here to do some damage. She's had a pretty fair start to the year. Oh,
Going for our camera.
just a bit high. Maybe do a little reposition there.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be moved a little bit to the right.
Good there. Yep. Weren't prepared for that. Ball down.
Bring up ball 2. 2-0's count.
Runners move up to second and third. Tanner at third, Dotson at second. Brayley Carroll at the plate. 2-0 with 1 out. Gum to the plate. He calls it on the inside corner for strike 1. You know, another thing too, Coach, the weather we've had we've probably hit a lot in the cage, but we've not hit much on the field.
No,
I'd say not seen a lot of live arm.
no, not with. I mean, when they really was time to start practicing, when we had ice storm and
Yep.
everything else. So pick at third over the head, that'll score a run. Tanner comes in to score. That'll move the score 1-0 Lewis County. And 3-1 the count to Carroll. Dotson moved to second.
Come to the plate. Ooh,
Swung
good
on
cut.
and missed. That'll give us a full count. I don't know. Was this the second pitcher they brought in the other night?
I think so. And she did a fair job of being around the plate.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that coming in because when the ball's around the plate, then we're going to swing the bat. We're going to
Good
miss
pitch.
for a strikeout.
All cut down and in on her hands, and just couldn't get the barrel to it.
Next up, we'll have number 62, Jalen Bogg.
Evan's catching today. Hit with 2 outs, runner at second.
First pitch taken for ball 1,
Comes in and inside
which I think that
high.
taking that catching position is a advantage for a hitter. Nobody sees more pitches than the catcher.
That's right. Seeing the ball travel.
Pitch up for ball 2.
I think she's setting dead red here. Dead red looking for fastball. Oh, takes ball 3. Sophomore catcher. 3-0 pitch comes to the plate. She takes it right on the elbow. I never have understood that, Coach.
Getting hit by
Ball
ball 4.
4. I never have understood it.
Me neither.
I'm all for taking one,
But it works.
it sure does. It works the same. That ball 4, I'd hop out of the way. I don't need to be tough with ball 4.
Nope.
Senior Sophie Stutz playing first. She's had a real good start to the year. Couple RBIs and very good at bats early in the game. She takes ball 1 high. You know, Gum, other night, he did a good job of locating the first pitch and working ahead.
Yeah.
We never really did get comfortable, and she's for the most part early in this game pitched from behind. That's always hard.
Yeah. Second pitch misses low for ball 2. We're still sitting on 2 outs, 1-0 score.
Takes ball 3.
3-0's a count. Hudson gets back. Put one in play hard here somewhere.
Off the hands to the shortstop, and she'll make the play.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Lewis County leading 1-0. You have theirs on the back of that?
Yep. So the good guys score one in the top of the first. Carroll's on the mound today. First pitch, strike one to the Lady Wildcat left fielder, Paitley Craig. Carroll again to the plate. Strike two on the outside corner. You live right there, man.
Yep.
That's hard to hit for sure. Foul ball right at us. Sure.
0-2 the count. All right. Now back to the pitcher. She fields it. Makes the throw to first for out number one. Was that 4 pitch? Every one of them was strike.
Every one of them to strike. Beat that. Pretty good percentage so far, huh?
Yep.
Lost their step.
Yep.
Carroll to the plate.
Misses out.
First ball of the night for her. Just a bit high.
Oh, I had a little spin on it.
So far, so far Brayley's not had anything very flat, which is what you want as a pitcher, I'm sure.
Yep.
Everything's got a little movement to it. She's done a good job of changing speeds and locations. 2-0. Up just a little. 3-0 to Kendall Massey, the shortstop here for Santa Fe. Lady Wildcats sitting in the bottom of the first, trailing 1-0. Riley's going to try to come back and get the second hole hitter right down Main Street. Lady Panthers playing with one out. His leadoff man grounded back to the pitcher. Made a good play on the ball.
This is in.
Massey draws the walk.
This will bring up the catcher.
Harper Fitzgerald.
Aggressive hitter. Which 3-hole hitter is usually the top hitter.
Carroll brings it to the plate.
Swung on and
Ball
missed.
up. Swings through it.
That's a good position to start with an aggressive hitter. Get it up where they can see it. They
That's
can't
right.
hit it.
That's right. They sure do like the way that moves. Carroll comes into the year, coach, 2-0. Ball's down. Ball had a little spin.
Throw to second on the steal. Not there. Player safe.
Comes out of her hand a little bit. That little bit of tail back toward the right fielder.
1-1 the count.
Not Jalen's best throw for sure.
She almost got her to chase that.
2-1's a count.
Call for the strike on the inside half of the plate. Even count 2-2. Pitch
down.
low. That'll bring us to a full count.
Good block by Jay. Ball's down on the ground. Play by Keltner.
Good throw.
Coming back to the plate. Not in time. They do pick up the second out of the inning, but they trade that for the first run for Santa Fe.
Sophie was in a tough spot there. She had to really stretch to get that out, and then it's hard to come from that stretch position up and make that throw at home. But everything did look snappy and good, so good sign. First pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Next pitch right down the pipe for strike.
This is Paige Brady, Santa Fe third baseman. 1-1. Carroll to the plate.
Good looking pitch.
Just a little bit outside. Just a little bit outside.
2-1's the count.
Carroll takes the sign. 2-1 to Brady.
Good pitch.
Good pitch. Good change up on the inside corner. Let her spin back across the plate. She's hitting with nobody on, Coach. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. We're all tied up at 1. Two to the Santa Fe third baseman.
Had a
by her.
girl right there.
High heat, can't catch it.
So Carroll gets the strikeout to end the inning.
All tied up at 1.
We'll be right back.
We're getting ready to start the top of the second inning. Lady Panthers will come to the plate. Kinley Keltner, Cabry Atkins, and Livy Smith coming to the plate for the Lady Panthers. That's nice. Kinley had 3 hits against Santa Fe last week, hitting .286 on the season. Ellie Gums, number 22, still the pitcher for Santa Fe. Kinley will lead off the bottom or the top of the second inning. Takes ball one in the dirt. Kinley's drawn 2 walks. 9 plate appearances on the year. 7 official at bats. She takes ball too high. Looking for her 3rd hit on the year. Kinley's got 1 RBI. That's a smoke down the line, but just a bit foul. I like the approach, though. 2-0, got a good hitter's count. Something fat to hit, and she just opened a little early.
Yeah, and she's still sitting in the same spot with a 2-1 count.
Still good. I mean, the one thing that I think got Santa Fe just in a little bit of trouble last time is they had a hard time throwing strikes.
Yeah.
And we did a good job working counts. And that got them in a little bit of trouble. We also bunted the ball fairly well as we got to the bottom of the order coming behind Keltner here. Kenny leading off the top of the second. Got a 3-1 count. Gum to the plate. It's going to be high, and she's going to draw the leadoff walk. That'll bring up number 2, Cabry Atkins. Right fielder today for the Lady Panthers. Ball low.
Yeah, I really hope both teams can start finding that strike zone. So there's a lot of swinging of the bat.
That's right.
That's what makes the game exciting.
Ball 2. Just a little bit high. Last week against Santa Fe, Cabry came to the plate twice and drew a walk. Ball 3's high. So way ahead here. Keltner drew a leadoff walk. Cabry's taking 3 straight balls. Ellie Gum to the plate. That ball's right down the middle for strike 1. Taking all the way, I'm sure. She's got wheels too. Depending on how much pressure he wants to put on the defense. She takes ball 4.
Runners at first and second. No outs. That'll bring up number 11, senior Olivia Smith, left fielder.
Third baseman's deep.
We're probably going to see a bunt here.
She will put it on the dirt. Ball low. I'd say the base runners are not going to be super aggressive here. Fitzgerald does a great job behind the plate blocking it up. And with a decent arm from the catcher, we're not going to try to create that first out at third, I'm sure. One over to Smith. Ball's down the middle. And she fouls that bunt attempt. Strike 1. We thought so. Third baseman's a little deep.
Yeah.
Shortstop is not favoring third.
I wasn't sure with
She's
the pitcher
deep in-
struggling.
She's deep in the hole here. She takes ball 2 in the dirt.
2-1 count.
Senior Olivia Smith playing left field today for the Lady Panthers. Smith hitting 400 on the season. In game number 3, she squares, fakes a bunt, takes ball 3 high. She's way ahead here, Coach.
Yep.
Third baseman still playing even with the bag at the corners. Middle infielders
I think
not really in double play depth, but they're deep. Strike two down the middle, swings over the top. Full count's high. Smith draws ball 4. So the Lady Panthers walk the bases full.
That'll bring up our leadoff hitter, number 15.
We're going to get a timeout. He's going to have a mound visit. He's going to make a change. He has seen enough, and he's not going to take a chance on getting behind here or the best he can. It looks like Gum is going to go to play second. The shortstop, Massey, is going to come in to pitch. You know, that's kind of what got him in trouble the last time, was just not being able to find a play.
Yeah.
And we worked the counts. And we didn't just stop swinging. We swung at the pitches that we got to hit, but we just didn't get many.
Yep.
I know it's supposed to be cool next week, boys, but we've been blessed with some pretty weather right now. Sunshine, nice and clean.
I'm ready. I already got in the shorts. I'm going to stay in the shorts.
That's right. Oh.
Which next week's going to be that wild week in Lewis County.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
This week has been a whirlwind at the school.
I bet it has.
Excitement, nerves, there's just all kinds of emotion right now. And a whole lot of work that's got to be done.
Yep. Taya Tiller comes up with the bases loaded here in the top of the first, nobody out. Lady Panthers have been not overly aggressive at the plate. We haven't got many pitches to hit. We've walked the bases loaded. Taya drew a leadoff walk to start the game.
2 balls. Yeah, and on the basketball note again, Coach Luke Scott did a coach's broadcast last night.
Oh, very good.
And it's on the
On our
YouTube
channel?
So, and I mean, it's really good broadcast. He's ready.
Good.
He's ready.
Taya's hitting 750 on the year. And she'll take ball 4. She's going to pick up an RBI. Base is still loaded for Claire Tanner. CJ hit a BB in our last ball game in the top of the first inning. Mount Pleasant, she hit a bomb. First pitch to CJ, and she's swinging. Ball's in the gap.
Right center.
1 run's in.
Comes
2 runs
the
are coming.
Second. So both Atkins and Smith score. We'll bring our score 4-1.
Taya had to hold it second. That ball was in center. And that'll bring up Dotson. Dotson hitting 500 on the year. She's got runners at first and second, still hitting with nobody out. First pitch is low for ball 1. One 0 to Dotson. Down the middle. Lots of smokes in the center. Over her head. Tiller's going to score. He's going to roll Tanner. Tanner's going to follow. It's going to be a play at the plate, and she's safe. Dotson will take third. 2 more runs. Dotson on 2 RBIs on a double, but she'll move to third on the throw.
Big swing by Dotson.
Big swing.
I'll bring junior pitcher, number 27, Braylee Carroll, to the plate. Dotson on third.
She
Ball
smokes one.
hit.
Up in the short left center. Or in the left field. Down the line.
Off the left fielder's glove for a foul ball.
But they're going to say she's in foul territory, and I tend to agree.
You know, next game we need to put a third base cam out there just so we can,
Right on, Tiller.
yeah,
Right on, Coach.
we'll zoom in on him where we can even see his whiskers.
I hear that. Mic him up.
1-1's the count.
Bradley takes it low. Hitting 600 on the season so far through 3 games. She gets one up, pulls it foul, maybe gets a cop card, and just missed it. Takes count 1-2. Still hitting with nobody out. Michaela's still at third. Lady Panthers lead 6-1.
It's taken low for,
That's a good 2-strike pitch.
oh, yeah.
That ball come out of her hand. I thought it was a strike. It died right here at the plate. Good changeup. Good discipline by Carol. 2-2 to her. She rolls it up there.
Bring the count to full.
That one didn't take as much discipline as that last one.
No, not the same pitch. Hit off the end of the bat for a foul. Count remain full. We're still sitting on no outs. Dotson still at third.
This is where it gets tough on you as a defense.
Pulls another one foul. Still in a full count. If she hadn't fouled that one off, it's going to hit her right in the kneecap.
Yep. She wasn't taking the ball forward in the kneecap, boys.
No.
She didn't want any part of that. Another full count pitch. Carol fouls it straight back.
That pitch was almost in the same spot, too.
She's working the count. And she decided not to walk.
Or don't want to get hit one. I don't
Or
know
that.
which.
Self-preservation, that is fine.
Takes
She
that one
takes ball
high.
4. That's a good at bat. Fouls off of good pitches and takes some bad ones.
You know, that was that's 2 good at bats in a row for her because she's seen probably 8 pitches each at bat.
Yep.
And you know,
Rookie-
we used to track that in baseball all the time. It's quality at bats because
I love that stat.
yeah, which is very important in baseball because of the pitch count.
Sure. Brooklyn Crowell enters the game as a courtesy runner for the pitcher. So she's at first.
First pitch taken for strike 1.
Jalen hitting 750 on the year. 7 plate attempts. She's walked 3 times.
Pitch is up for ball 1. 1-1's the count. I expect to see Crowd goes.
Pretty quick, like I'd say.
Yeah. She's gone.
And she's off. Ball in the
They're
dirt.
gonna
Going to
throw it.
draw the throw to second.
She's there easy. Which we talked about it before. She's a freshman, but she's got good speed too.
Good instincts.
Good slide into second base. Pop up.
Runners at second, third for Jalen. She takes ball 3 in the dirt. I'd like to see her offer up something fat here.
Hitters count. That's it.
Smoked in the gap.
Left
All the
center.
way to the fence.
It's going to score 2.
Dotson scores. Crowell scores. Ball goes over the shortstop's head to the pitcher.
bring us 8-1.
2 RBIs for Jalen on the stand-up double. Ruddle will re-enter the game as a courtesy runner for her. Still nobody out. The top of the second. Good guys have played at 7. Take an 8-1 lead. Senior Sophie Stutz coming to the plate.
Senior.
It's always good when you got a mixture of some leadership.
Yeah, and these seniors we got, I think every one of them were
Take strike one down the middle.
4-year starters.
Yeah. It's hard to beat experience. Sophie hitting 400 on the year. She had 4 plate appearances against Santa Fe the last game, but she walked 3 times.
Pitch low for ball 1. 1-1's the count.
She got a hit in her only plate appearance.
She pulls that one from
That's down.
for a
In
base
between
hit.
second and third. Ruddle's going to stop at third. Sophie singles to left.
Bring up another senior, number 14. Kinley.
Kinley Keltner.
She drew a walk last at bat. We're still sitting on no outs at the bottom of the second. 7-run lead. Run on first and second.
Ball's down the middle. She gets a barrel on it.
How's it back? For strike
Straight
number 1.
back for strike 1. Ball's up. Right at us. One's up. Ball number 2. Stutz takes second on that last wild pitch. 2-1. Straight back. She's on it, just a little under it.
I was just checking our internet speed. This is a wild place
It is.
because we got Starlink internet. This works anywhere in the world that I've ever seen. And here in the middle of Santa Fe, it don't work. We're getting about half speed.
And you've had it on mountains, and
I've had it in the middle of nowhere.
we must be down in the hole, Reagan.
I don't know.
I don't think that's supposed to matter.
It's not. We got a good view of the sky.
Pretty blue sky today, too.
2-2's the count.
Eddie Panther runners at second and third. Ruddle at third. Stutz at second. Kinley goes down and just fouls this one off. Just trying to live to hit another pitch. Not the one she wanted.
That'll be the 5th pitch of this at bat.
They've had a little bit of trouble finding the zone, and we've not made it easy on them. The pitches that are close, we fouled off. Counter again. Foul straight back.
Still setting 2-2.
Got her off the hands. Going to get down. She's going to have to
Gonna be
hurry.
trouble.
Get her safe.
Good hustle down the line by Keltner.
Picks up an RBI. Sometimes you hit it real hard and you hit it right at them. Sometimes you don't hit it real hard and you get on base.
That's it. Well, that one come off with some funny spin, too.
Yeah, right off the handle.
And it died quick.
So move Stutz to third. Keltner's at first. Sophomore Cabry Atkins coming to the plate. Lady Panthers lead 9-1 here in the top of the second. She takes ball one high.
You know, a lot of times hitting the ball hard in the infield leads to an out.
Yeah.
When it's fielded cleanly and because everybody's got more time except for the runner.
Those little squibbers make it a lot harder than the ball hit right at them hard. Every swing's over the top, strike one.
1-1's a count. We're still sitting with runner on first and third. Score
Not much win.
9-1. That's with a
Oh,
bad
she
looking
draws the
pitch.
throw to third. Ball goes over to third baseman's head. Stutz will stay home. But on the errant throw, Keltner will take second.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike to Atkins. Massey's a Santa Fe pitcher. She comes to the plate. Ball on the inside half, but he does give it to her.
Called strike.
Calls it a strike.
2-2's your count.
I believe Keltner led off the inning. We've hit around with nobody out. Atkins follows that one all the way to the dirt. Takes 3 balls. She'll be hitting here now with a full count. Stutz at third, Keltner at second. Full count pitch. Ball 4.
That's the second walk for Atkins for the night.
Maybe in this inning. I believe she's hit twice this inning, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. Olivia Smith takes first pitch for strike. Oh,
We're on
1's count.
11th, 12th batter of the inning. Massey to the plate.
11th batter, or she's a 12th.
Takes ball 1. Evens up the count 1-1 here to Livy Smith.
We're still sitting on no outs.
All down the middle.
Good
Fouls it straight
pitch.
back.
You know, I think sometimes pitchers outthink themselves because I think she's very capable of throwing strikes,
I
but
agree.
sometimes they try to work the batter too much.
You know, when
So-
you see a lot of pitches too, I mean, when the hitters, all of a sudden you see them getting fat, you try to get too, not fancy, but you don't want to be in the middle of the plate.
Yeah, and I get that, but as a coach, I wanted to throw strikes.
100%.
And then I demanded my defense to back up my pitcher.
2-2 to Smith, high. She's going to go full also. Bases loaded to the Lady Panther senior. Hits the ball on the ground. Pitcher's back to the catcher.
Force of the catcher, not in time at first.
Maybe he's going to be safe at first. So fielder's choice. 1-2 if you're scoring at home. That's our first out of the inning. Base is still loaded. Brings up Taya Tiller. Lady Panther leadoff man.
Batting right this time. For the right side.
I guess that's our, yeah. She's correctly hitting this time.
Yeah.
On the power side, I
Yeah.
would guess would be her from the right side.
Yeah, you see that a lot when we get runners on base. And then when we need base runners, you'll see her move on that other side.
With a very effective slap. Taya's up 2-0 in the count here. Way ahead. Ball's down the middle, and she looked like she was going to try to uncork on one there.
Yeah.
She was
She's right on it. Fouled straight back. You know,
she was opening up, going to get a barrel on something there. Takes count 2-1. Tiller with them loaded. Ball's low. Works the count to 3-1. Santa Fe pitcher Massey started the game at shortstop, moved over to the pitcher in this top half of the second inning. Massey 3-1 to Tiller. It's down the middle. It's a barrel on it to short.
Ooh. They call the force out at second.
We're going to get the force at second. So fielder's choice there. 6-4. That ball, you said that a minute ago. Ball's hit hard.
Yeah.
She does pick up an RBI.
When it's hit hard like that and fielded pretty clean, then the defense is going to usually win that. Runners at first.
Crowd's going to get her first at bat here. She's going to be hitting for C.J. Tanner. Pitch
She
a barrel on
hits
it.
one
Ball's
to
hit to second. Over to first. Out number 3.
Force out at first.
Lady Panthers plate 9 in the top of the second inning. Take a 10-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. Santa Fe coming up for their second at bat. Lady Panthers here on the High Four Sports Network. We are back as Juliana Roden's entered the game to pitch for the Lady Panthers. She gets warmed up here. That'll move us around a little bit. Ball still catching. Kellner still at third. Dotson short. And Brooklyn will take second. Lady Smith in left. What do you see out there? Move Taya to center, looks like. Taya's out in center. Cabry's still out in right. Sophomore Roden. Juliana's a lefty. Good guys, Lewis County. Our ladies. Plate 9, go up 10-1. First pitch outside, ball 1. Juliana's got 5 total innings pitched on the year. Ball's up. Play's made. You see who got that one? Taya make that play? Dotson. Dotson out of short, makes a play. I got a little block by the umpire on that one. That was hit right in the right spot for me.
Yeah, actually, good catch. She caught it over her shoulder going into the grass.
Ball's up.
More.
Juliana 0-1. Back 2. Juliana way ahead here. 0-2 to the catcher. Ball's down. Oh, my mistake. Abigail Kittle. She's playing first today for Santa Fe. Her first at bat of the game. Ball's down. Good 2-strike pitch. Underneath. Change up. She swings through it. Strike 3. That's a great pitch. Starts out. Strike one at the knees on the outside corner. This is Ellie Gum. Started the game, Santa Fe at pitcher. I think she's moved over now to second. The 0-1 foul straight back. Juliana's all around the plate right now. Oh, 2 to the plate. Ball's up, foul straight back.
I have no idea where it is.
Ellie's hanging in here. Sophomore southpaw. Tries to throw a changeup, gets out of her hand just a little bit. Slips out, ball high. Juliana 1-2 to the plate. Ellie's going to hit it straight down in the dirt. It's on top of it. Straight down into the dirt. Ball foul on the first base side. Two outs in the inning. Nobody on. Julie's been around the plate. One, two. Change up again. Ball's out just a little bit. Two-two's a count. Playing with 2 outs. Gets in the middle. Ball's hit out to left. Believe he's got it. End the inning. After 2, Lady Panthers lead 10-1. We come up for our third chance at the plate. Again, Lady Panthers leading Santa Fe 10-1. Here on the High Four Sports Network. We are back here at Santa Fe High School. Lady Panthers lead 10-1. Michaela Dotson coming to the plate for the Lady Panthers. First pitch to her is down the middle. She's going to hit the ball into the gap. Left fielder tracks. Left fielder makes a play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Massey back across the plate.
Bring up Roden to the plate.
Juliana's going to hit and Braylee spot in the 4-hole. First at bat for her. She takes ball 1. Juliana had a great bottom of the second throwing the ball. Ball's hit down the line.
Hard.
Come on down. Slice it foul.
Foul.
Slice is foul.
That's that old southpaw for you.
Mm-hmm. That a hook or a draw?
I think that would be,
She's lefty.
yeah, I think that's a hook. I guess.
She takes ball in the dirt. Julie's hitting .333 on the year through 2 games.
2-1's count.
Last week against Santa Fe, she had 2 plate appearances, 2 hits. Smacks the ball foul again.
That'll even the count. 2-2.
Two to the road.
Ball hit the
Lifted
left.
to left. Left footer's there, and she
Make
makes
the
another
play.
play. Well, I know where not to hit it. Brings up Jalen Ball, sophomore catcher.
Big hit last at bat in the gap.
Smoked it in the gap.
First
She
pitch.
takes ball 1 in the dirt. She 2-hopped the fence last time, did she?
Yeah, it
Smoke.
was- She hit it deep.
Ball's down.
Hit
She
that one
drives
pretty
out.
hard.
And the
no
center fielder's
cone.
going to make a play.
Bring
Center
up
fielder runs it
third
down.
out of the inning.
3 up, 3 down for the Lady Panthers here in the top of the 3rd.
We'll be right back after the commercials. All right, we're back. Lewis County leads at the bottom of 3rd, 10-1. Rob, there's one thing I'm not going to say tonight.
What's that?
I'm not going to mention a run rule.
No, that's a good
Because
point.
the other night, we had a run rule, and I said something. We ended up playing 7 innings.
Yeah, I think we jinxed them. Coach Tiller's gone to the bench here, Coach. I think he's trying to make a decision on what we're going to do in the outfield. He's sending Roden back out to the mound.
Well, right now, we're playing with 1.
3 up, 3 down in the last half. Sophie Stutz is going to take over at catcher. Lyric Inman will be at 3rd. Jalen's going to move to shortstop. Brooklyn Crowd back at 2nd. Presley Clayton's going to take 1st. It looks like Ruddle's going to be in right. And I'm not real sure. I don't know that he's sure. But he's going to have to hurry.
Here comes somebody.
Zostek's going to be in center. And he's got to put somebody out there in left. Nope, Taya's going to go back to center. Zostek's going to be in left.
All right, we got 9. Play ball. You know, I have finished baseball games with less than 9 on the field.
Have you?
Yeah, one time.
Injuries?
Huh?
Injuries or ejections?
Or
did you just set them down?
I think it was in youth ball, and we actually had to pull a kid up to have the 9 to start, and we knew they had to leave after like 20 minutes or something. So,
You just had to have enough start, huh?
yeah. I don't know if that's
A strategy.
all the way up everything, but in youth ball, you have to have 9 to start. You don't have to have 9 to play after you get started, but all right.
Juliana misses out just a little bit.
Bring the count 1-1 or
Ball
foul back.
lifted foul.
Scoreboard showing 2 strikes.
Out of play. Juliana the 1-2 to the plate.
Pretty good looking pitch right there.
He says it's down.
Yeah, but that batter's about 4.
Not very
10.
tall. Not very tall. 2-2 to Craig. Ball's up. Lifted straight up.
That's in no man's land.
And it's in amongst no. Oh, and she's turned an ankle.
Yes, she did. I seen her do it.
Kelly hit a lip there and about went down. A
She's
little limp,
walking it off.
a little limp to her.
So that'll be a base hit. Give Santa Fe a runner on first.
I like that Juliana's around the plate. Ball hit.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you,
Foul.
I've been impressed with her so far this year, and her velocity's getting better all the time too.
This is Autumn Crunk, coach. This is her first bat. She's the right fielder for Santa Fe. Ball's got
Good
a lot of
pitch.
movement on it. Ball's up just a little bit, but he had a good slide back across the plate.
I think Sophie turned around and asked him where it missed.
Yeah. That ball's got a lot of spin on it. That's
Yeah,
not flat
That's
at
a
all.
good pitch right there. Strike 2. 1-2's the count.
It comes out of her hand and it looks 6 inches off the plate and ends up back over the corner. The 1-2 to Crunk. Change up in the dirt. Blocked by Sophie Stutz.
Good idea right there.
Keeps the runner where she's at. The Lady Wildcat right fielder. Hitting with a runner at first and a 2-2 count. Fouls the ball straight back. Juliana to the plate. 2-2.
Good pitch. Just barely misses.
He says down.
Oh,
I'm not sure about down.
yeah.
But
His call.
fills it up. 3-2, runner at first.
Go
She
get her
comes
right
down.
here.
Yep, swings
Gets
to
her
it.
swinging. For out number 1. Which I know she was a freshman last year, and but it seems like every time she gets on the mound now, that her rhythm's better. She's got more confidence, and it's growing for her right now. First pitch misses slightly out for
I
ball
think
1.
he likes that ball up a lot better than he does the ball down.
I think you're right.
I think early in the game we got a few strikes caught on us up. Juliana to the plate.
Off speed.
Maybe just a bit high. He didn't get the drop she wanted, I don't think. Takes count to 2-0. Lady Wildcat leadoff man. Ball in.
Going to third.
And she fumbled the ball. That's a play Lyric's got to make.
Yeah, I think she kind of just second guessed herself just long enough to.
Got in a little hurry, wanted to go to second. And
Yeah.
Didn't field it clean.
Everything's good.
Pitcher now is Massey. Chance to help herself here. Runners first and second. Change up away. Ball 1. Comes to the plate again, just a little bit outside.
What part of that's the leadoff hitter?
This
ain't
is
it?
leadoff man. Or the 2-man.
Yeah, you can tell the pitch strategy's changed since the previous batters.
Ball's down.
Popped up,
Straight up.
infield, second base.
Infield fly, batter's out. Crowd makes the play anyway. Holds the runners at first and second. This will bring up the catcher, Harper Fitzgerald. Probably the most aggressive hitter they have.
Yeah, I like the way she plays the game.
Mm-hmm. Tough nose catcher. Blocks everything. First pitch to her is up.
Good pitch.
Oh, you've been given that one.
Yeah, I mean, which I was a pitching coach, but I want one end or the other.
Mhm.
You know?
Yep. The 1-0 tears up. She swings through it. Can't get there.
That's that high pitch again. It's hard to,
She got kind of
you
got
know,
ahead
you
with
get it
that
up
1-0.
around them eyes, and it looks like a pumpkin flying through there.
Mhm. To the end of the plate.
She
Ball's
hit that one
smoked.
hard in the gap. She hit it over fence.
That ball is gone. So
3-run home run.
that ball was smoked. So Lady Wildcat catcher, Harper Fitzgerald, takes one out of here. 3-run home run,
Bring the score 10-4.
10-4. I would bet. Julie will not be happy with that 1-2 pitch. That ball got fat. You know,
But you know, when you're not getting that strike at the knees and you not get one at the numbers,
that's right.
that's what tends to happen.
You trying to find a strike, it gets fat. Lady Panthers playing here with 2 outs. Paige Brady's a batter.
Good pitch.
Juliana comes right
Solid
down Broad
strike.
Street. The 1-1, ball up. Takes the count to 2-1. You know, she drew 4 walks the last time against us. She will definitely take some
Good
pitches.
pitch. That's strike all day long right there.
That's got to be a strike.
And if we're staying over there, that right side of the field better be ready.
1-2,
There it is.
ball away. Strike 3, swings through it.
3
Julie-
outs.
Juliana bounces back, strikes out. Route number 3.
All right. Getting ready to start the 4th. Lewis County leads 10-4. We'll be right back.
Back here live in Santa Fe.
So we got senior Sophie Stutz, number 23, to the plate.
She'll
And
lead
then
off the top of the 4th inning.
Lyric Inman standing on deck.
Lady Wildcats plate 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, or bottom of the third. Coach Tiller's making some subs there at the plate. We get through that.
Sophie's had one hit for the night. What is it? Take the battery out. Is it? Got to push that little tab at the bottom forward.
Massey's still on the mound. First pitch of Stutz is up for ball 1. 1-0. Just a little bit in. Stutz way ahead here. 2-0's count. Massey to the plate.
Not bad looking pitch. Missed a little bit inside, I guess.
Way ahead here now. 3-0.
Comes
Ball
inside
four's
for
in.
ball 4.
Even more. So Sophie watches 4 pitches. Draws the leadoff walk. Lyric will come up and get her first bat of the game. Hitting in Kinley Keltner's spot here. She came in to play third. Takes first pitch high. Massey's having a little bit of trouble finding the zone.
Lyric's another one of them freshmen that I think they're going to have a pretty good little crew themselves, athletically.
Swings
And,
through, 2-0.
If I'm not mistaken, she's a 4-sport athlete, too.
Mm-hmm. She plays whatever you let her play.
I've only had one of those at Lewis County since I've been AD. Did we get it?
I don't know what caused it to squeal.
Yeah, the last 4-sport athlete I had was Kerrigan Reeves.
Save it first.
Full count.
I think Jordan's come in to run. Ball's 4.
This is high. Inman draws a walk. That'll get us runners at first and second. No outs. Check. Fouled off. Strike number 1.
This is Ruddle. McCulley getting her first cuts today. Check. Mine real hot there. Ball in. Gully pulls foul. Coach Jordan Turner's in the game. Courtesy running there for Stutz. So she's the runner at second. Lyric's at first. McCulley's down 0-2. Swings through.
Miss. Strike number 3. First out.
She went hacking.
That's Zostek.
This is Ostek. Her first at bat of the game. He takes ball 1.
Excuse me. First pitch outside.
Ostek's got some wheels too. Turner's real quick at second.
Good
He's
cut.
going to foul one out of play. Evens up a count. 1-1. Lady Panthers lead 10-4 here in the top of the 4th inning. One to Zostek. Ball's down. Another good block by Fitzgerald.
2-1 to count.
She
Taking
calls
strike
strike
two.
two.
Well, they turned the lights on, so
The count evens up 2-2. She's going to hit it on the ground. They got to hurry to get her. They're going to make the out at first.
moves the runners, second and third. 2 outs. We're top of the 4th inning.
This will bring Taya up. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Panthers. Runners in second, third, hitting with 2 outs. Massey to the plate. Ball low. Smoked.
Left center,
That ball's going to get down.
Tiller's trucking.
Turner's in. Inman's in.
Stand up
Taya's going
double.
to take second. Lady Panthers plate 2. Couple RBI double there for Taya. Hitting from the right side. Brooklyn Clara takes ball 1 high. Freshman second baseman. 1-0 to her. Ball's in and low. Works the count to 2-0. I know the pitch count's not as big a deal in softball, coach, but Massey's got to be charting several. 2-1, inside corner. She gets a call. Strike 1. Lady Panthers hitting with 2 outs. 21 to Brooklyn. Ball's up and away.
30 the count.
3-1 to her.
3-1.
2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Lady Panthers lead 12-4. Massey to the plate. Crowd's going to swing through it.
Bring up full count.
Full count. She's going to foul it off. She is going to be hacking if it's close.
I think that's 6. That's 6 pitch at this at bat.
Full count again. Ball's up.
Foul
and
straight
fouled
back.
away. Three, 2, right off the hands. Right off the hands.
I think it's number 8. Bringing up number 9.
We worked at bats pretty good today. Hit the tough pitches. 3-2 again. Full foul.
10.
Lee said that in the game we played against Santa Fe last week, we drew 19 walks. It's hard to win if you give up 19 walks,
Yeah.
but hard to lose if you're drawing 19 walks.
That's true. Sometimes it's hard to watch when
Yep.
it's calling that
Tough
team
one.
walks.
He's going to draw ball 4. So Brooklyn draws a walk on 9 pitches?
I think that was number 10 or 11 one.
Oh, man. 10 pitches. Presley Clayton's going to come to the plate, getting it bad here. Runners at the corners. Taya takes third on that ball as it gets to the backstop. One of the few that got by Fitzgerald today. Clayton here, hitting here with 2 outs. Ball down the middle. She takes strike 1. 0-1 to the plate. She's going to be on top. Coach Tiller makes a great play over at third. Tail down, hands out in front. Fields that ball like you're supposed to. Right in the middle. Takes count to 0-2.
He's still sporting the shades.
He still got his shades on in the dark here. Matches to the plate. Presley goes right back to the pitcher, and she's going to make the play over to first. Hit the ball hard, makes a good play. That's 3 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning. Lady Panthers are going to go to the bottom of the 4th, leading 12-4 here on the High 4 Sports Network. Back here at Santa Fe High School. Lady Panthers traveling to Cullioca on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Friday the 13th, day of March. Lady Panthers lead 12-4 as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Juliana Roden will come back out to the mound. Stutz will be your catcher. Lyric Emmett at third. Brooklyn Crowd's going to move to short. Turner's going to stay in the game to play second, and Presley Clayton at first. Zostek in left. Ruddle's going to move to center, and Reagan Riley's going to take over in right. She's going to bunt the ball. Emma's going to charge. She's going to make a throw, and she's going to have her out.
Good play there.
So bunt attempt by Borgia, the center fielder. Good wheels, bunts it just a tad hard. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Juliana's coming to the plate. Ball 1 outside. Abigail Kittle did have an RBI last week. The Lady Wildcat first baseman.
Good pitch.
Watch you strike 1 across the outside corner. Julian's been around the plate. 1-1 to Kittle. Not a bad location. Julian to the plate, still down just a little bit.
I like that pitch. I want that pitch.
Mm-hmm. So the Lady Wildcat first baseman takes the 3-1. He's going to call it out. Should be Gum.
Good pitch.
Who started out as pitching. Moved to second. She takes strike 1 right down the middle. Hitting with the runner on first. Swings through strike 2. Reckon we get a change up here, Coach? Some in the dirt, maybe.
I've been trying to steal his signs all night, and I ain't got them yet.
We're close, so we're about to break it.
Yep.
She comes out with a drop. Ball hits about 3 inches in front of the plate, which I would assume that's where you want a drop ball to hit. Little discipline by Gum there. She takes ball 1. Juliana back to the plate. Ball's hit up the middle. Brooklyn Krause, going to come off her glove. Tough hop. Butler's going to run it down in second, or running down in center. I know Brooklyn well enough to know that she was thinking 2 on that one, all by herself.
1 out. Runners on second and first.
It's up before it's at third. Ball's
Popped
hit
up.
straight up. Infield fly. And Turner's going to make the play.
2 outs. 2 runners. Let's get this out and no harm.
Yep, no harm, no foul. I believe this is her outfielder, Crunk.
We got force out in all the bags.
Change up, floats there. Floats up on her for ball 1. Ball up. Maybe a little tightness in the shoulder here. She's stretching out a little bit. Juliana, 2-0 to the plate. Ball's down. Off the shin guard. Stutz will come get it at the backstop. Runners will move up second, third. Takes the count 3-0. Lady Panthers playing here with 2 outs.
Got to just focus in here.
Last Friday at home, Coach, we ended up with a 17-8 game. 17-8 win, as we talked about a minute ago, drew 19 walks. Santa Fe's done a little better job on the mound today, putting the ball across the plate.
We got a coach's visit.
She's at least, she's got something going a little bit because she's doing a little stretching and motion with her arm and things. The count's 3-0 here with 2 outs. Autumn Crunk, the right fielder. Ball right down the middle.
Just keep it right there. 2 more. Let her put it in play.
Yep. Takes away the forces, but 2 out defense, we ought to be playing first anyway. Ball. Oh, he caught a strike. Yeah, the ball come back across the plate.
That's that lefty for you.
Mm-hmm. Good spin.
She's working her way out of this.
Full count, 2 out. Juliana to the plate.
There it is.
Ooh, we've been just a bit high. That'll load the bases, Coach.
Yep, forces around.
2 outs brings up Paisley Craig, leadoff man. Get a good 2-out play here. Gets out of a jam. First pitch, going to be out. One over to Craig. Is down. We need to be right in the middle of that somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe not right in the middle of the plate. Ball's in, runs in 3-0. Ball's floated. Juliana makes a play.
Out
Ends the
number
inning.
3.
At the end of 4, Lady Panthers lead 12-4 here on the High Four Sports Network. We'll be right back.
right, we're back playing under the lights. I guess that's the baseball field over there too, isn't it?
Is it over there?
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Yeah.
I haven't been to this school much, and we played them a few times in basketball a few years ago, and everything's different. My dad actually taught here.
Really?
Yeah.
Juliana's going to come to the plate. Starting off our half of the 5th inning.
We lost something.
That's the technically.
First pitch fouled off for strike 1.
She'll take strike 1.
Strike 2.
Oh, no. Found that person off, did you?
Yep.
Strike 2 on Roden. 0-2. She reaches and flips it out to the left side of the infield.
It
And they're
dropped.
going to bump into one another.
Little miscommunication or failure to communicate.
Yep.
You'll have that.
This is Jordan Turner, another freshman. She's got some wheels. Brooklyn takes first on the air. Turner, her first at bat.
Goes
She
bunt.
bunts, but she bunts it straight up. She pops it straight up. Pitcher makes the play. Sophie's still in the game catching. She's going to be coming to the plate here.
1 out. Roden on first base.
You know, early in the year here, we've had some games where we could let a lot of players play. And he's done a good job, I think, of kind of mixing up his older players and letting them play different positions and kind of balancing out his bats. Ball's down.
Uh-oh.
Sophie drives it out into right. Right fielder's back. She's going to settle under it.
For
She
out
makes
number
the
2.
play. So with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, Lyric's going to get her second at bat of the game. Drew a walk on that first one. Juliana still at first. Lady Panthers still lead 12-4. That's a good little spin on that one.
Ball 1.
It spins up high and away. And she brings it to the plate. Right down the middle. Evens up the count 1-1. They're getting with 2 outs. Juliana still at first. Ball's down the middle. She swings through it. Oh, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Two outs. 2's across the board. That'll take the count full. Juliana's going to be off on the pitch here. Ball to the plate, and it's in.
Emmons draws the walk.
Thought she was going to get to wear ball 4.
Runners on first and second. Ruddle coming to the plate.
McCulley struck out swinging last time on the ball. A couple foul balls, and they got over the top of a changeup. Ball in the dirt. She takes ball 1. She keeps swinging. Takes ball too low. Good hitters count here now.
Yeah, it's time to cut loose on one.
2-0 to Ruddle. Swings right through it. She's on it. Two hits on the year. Ruddle looking for number 3. 1-1 to her. Ball's up and in. I think the scoreboard's behind a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it's 31.
3-1. Ruddle's way ahead here, 3-1. She's hitting with 2 outs in the Lady Panther top half of the 5th. Ball's down the middle. Good cut again. Fills up the count. Three-two to Ruddle. Ball's up and away.
That'll give her first base. Load the
That's gonna
bases.
load them up.
Rostec at the plate.
Brings up Zostek. Bases loaded, hitting with 2 outs.
This
Ball
is
one.
low.
Reagan Riley on deck. Looking to get her first at bat. Ball 2. Kaylee ahead in the count here. Base is still loaded. Takes ball 3. She's not close to the plate at all. Zostek's way ahead here, 3-0. Brings that one right down Main Street. First strike to Kelly. 3-1. Massey comes to the plate.
Fouled off.
Kelly fouls off.
Full count.
Nubs off to the third base side.
Runner should be moving on this pitch.
Fitzgerald chases it down. Yeah, runners ought to be in motion. Ball in the grass, and we ought to score 2 at least. 3-2 to her. She's
There it
going to
is.
hit it out in the grass. Ball's going to
That's
get down. Roden's going to score. Inman's going to score. Ruddle's going to take third. And Zostek's going to ease into second with a double.
There's a lot of excitement over in that dugout.
You know, it's good when they, especially with the freshmen.
Right at his plate.
Reagan's going to get her first at bat here. First pitch to Reagan. Taken up and away. Runners at second and third. 1-0's high. Takes the count to 2-0. Lady Panthers hitting here with 2 outs. Freshman Reagan Riley. Ruddle at third. Zostek at second. The 2-0. She takes for strike 1. Got a good mixture of lefties too, Coach.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in that freshman group.
Ball down and away. Ball 3.
I don't know whether they're all true lefties or left-handed hitters, but
I believe Reagan is a true lefty. She takes strike 2.
what about Zostek?
Count is full. I believe she's a true lefty also. 3-2 to her. She swings through it. The Lady Panthers, plate 2, take a 14-4 lead as we go into the bottom half of the 5th. Right here on the Lady Panthers and the High Force Sports Network.
right, we're back. Bottom of the fifth. Lady Panthers lead the Lady Cats 14-4. Roden still on the mound. First pitch in for strike one.
This is Kendall Massey. She's pitched. I think she came in the second inning, and she's pitched on from there.
Strike two.
Fouled straight back.
Excuse me.
Coach, we are in a big week for us. Our men's basketball team, as we go into next week, in the middle of the week, we're going to go to Murfreesboro, and their state championship berth, state tournament, Elite Eight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun week.
First time in 50, 60 years,
I think
70 years.
I think it's 68 years.
Yeah,
1958.
it's going to be good. I think we drew a 12:45 slot there in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, that's correct.
Ball
Popped up.
straight back.
I think I got that one.
Ooh. Of course, we want as many folks as we can get there and support our team. But if you can, I believe it's going to be aired on the NFHS network.
Yeah, I think I think I read today that it'll be on television too.
Oh,
I
that'll be
think
good.
it's a channel. Well, there's a list of channels, but channel 30 is one of the.
They're going to carry the whole tournament.
I think so.
That'll be good.
I thought they only did it on Saturday, but I'm thinking right now they will.
Massey takes ball two in the dirt. Evens up the count 2-2.
Which I laughed today at Miss Tennyson in the library because they're making.
Ball's hit to the shortstop. Brooklyn Crowd makes a play. Bang, bang, play at first, but she's going to throw Massey out by a step.
They're making crowd T-shirts in the print shop at the library, and I walked in, and Miss Tennyson told me, she said, "I'm going to see yellow for a week." And,
Constance said they've been making shirt after shirt after shirt after
Yeah.
shirt after shirt.
and I didn't know what she's talking about. I looked around, and every table in there was stacked full of yellow and black T-shirts.
This will bring up the lady Wildcat catcher. She smokes one in the right.
It's under.
Got him between her legs.
Yep. She's going to third. Throw to third. Inman keeps in front.
Ball hit hard.
Yeah, that's that same player we keep talking about.
Yeah, that's that lady Wildcat catcher, Fitzgerald. And she's the one with the 3-run home run in the bottom of the third. She smoked that ball in the right. With a runner at third and one out,
First pitch misses up.
brings up Paige Brady.
Good pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Strike one.
Even up that count.
Misses out. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Juliana pitching with 1 out in the inning. All out just a little.
$31's a count. Oh,
Paige, yep, Paige Brady takes ball 4 high, up and in.
I might have to quit looking at the scoreboard.
Yep, we're
Keep it in my head.
still got an out. Lady Wildcats at first and third. Juliana to the plate. Ball's hit straight up. In foul territory. Presley can't make the play. Look at hit off the butt of her glove there.
Runner moves to second.
When once she swings through. Chloe Borgia. She tried to bunt her last time. Bunted just a little hard. 1-2,
Good
two,
pitch.
right down the middle.
Strike 3. 2 outs. We were 1 out away. I'm still not going to say that.
No. It brings up Abigail Kittle, Lady Wildcat first baseman. I believe she drew a walk her last time. The Lady Panthers up 14-4. 2 outs. Nice block by Stutz. Lady Wildcats hitting their home half of the 5th.
Two balls.
Two zero.
Called strike 1. Snap throw to third. She's safe.
Juliana 2-1 to the plate. Ball's hit straight back.
2-2's count. Let's get her right here.
I think he's dead. Two from Roden.
Nubbed off the handle.
Right off the handle.
We're back at deuces.
Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Panthers lead 14-4. Juliana to the plate. Kiddo, takes a change up, and that takes some discipline. I wanted to hit that myself.
Full count. Crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. Pitch up and away for the walk. Loads of bases.
This will bring up Ellie Gum. Ellie was a starting pitcher. She's been playing second the rest of the game.
First pitch fouled down the third base side. Strike 1.
She worked through a good first inning and then run into some trouble in the second.
Popped
Ball hit
up
straight back.
way ahead here. Let's get that ball right up her in the eyes, see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Get above her hands here. What do you say? Juliana 0-2 to Gum. Change up away, and she swings through it.
All right, so good night for the Lady Panthers. That should finish it.
That was a great pitch.
Yep, they're starting to line up, so
Lady Panthers sweep Santa Fe.
14-4. Beautiful night.
Braylee Carroll comes in, throws 1 inning. Juliana finishes the game and throws the next 4. Everybody, I think he got everybody in the game, got everybody a chance to hit.
What's our next game? I know it's at Lawrenceburg. Is it Monday?
We don't play Monday, I don't think. I think it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah,
Tuesday.
I think so.
All right, so that's a good night.
We are Tuesday at Lawrence County. That'll be our only game next week.
What's the start time on that? 5 p.m.?
5 o'clock at Lawrence County. Lady Panthers come into Santa Fe. Run rule 14-4 in 5. Pretty good day for us.
Well, I guess we'll sign off and see if we can get this thing uploaded.
We'll
and
look again for next week as we get ready to go
go get
on
some,
into the state championships with our basketball team on Wednesday. So Lady Panthers softball on Tuesday, and then we'll follow the boys into Murfreesboro on Wednesday. Rob Inman, Jonathan Owen, we are the High Four Sports Network.